Okay, Benny, let's start with something that's a real positive here. If you just watch your swing on the left-hand side, just watch your hips. See how much more we're getting to rotating as opposed to sliding. It's a lot more of a rotation. I obviously can't pull up anything from way before on this iPad, but that's nothing like the way you used to have your hips slide. It's much more of a rotational movement. Much more, again, of a rotational movement. Boom. Just watching your hips. Let's even zoom in. See how it's much more rotational than slidey. It's pretty good. Now, what I think we can do to continue to work on, this is a dry rep on the right hand side, sorry. One is I was really spending some time here. Look, I'm not going to say that this is some, gimmick where if you just stay more upright, everything will be fixed. But I think staying a little bit taller is going to help you with these movements, because as you watch, you can see how nice and tall you are, and everything's going to get down. Let me back it up, okay? So nice and tall, and I think that it's getting so down into it that causes part of it. But let's start with there's a ton of good things going on. First of all, on your dry rep, that's pretty good. A little hang as you just watch the rhythm of your foot. See how there's still just a little bit of a hang. Keep it going smooth into the ground. Let's see if we did the rep before that where you just took a stride. I don't want to get up. Yeah, okay. So watch the rhythm here. You're just taking a stride. Shoot. Okay, here we go. It's still a little bit of a hang, but not nearly as much. Boom. 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 I think your posture is pretty good there too. See the difference? That's what I mean by being a little bit more upright, being a little more tall. Okay? I like this a lot. See how everything's still back, right? Like, that looks like a pretty good position to hit from. And I just think it's intuitive. You can see how everything started to dive in there. Okay? Now, as we go forward here, this is where you do your dry rep. Still pretty good. Started to get down into it a little bit. You can see how there's a little bit more hang in your rep. Just get into the ground, man. Get into the ground being tall. Get into the ground being tall like you did back here. Okay? Wow. Like, I really like that. Really like that. See the rhythm that you have? Okay. Now when we did our that little there. Just keep it going smooth into the ground. Okay? All right, now when we take our full swing here, if you watch, I'm going to zoom way in. See how there's a little white mark there? See how it's still back just a little bit? This is on your swing. It's still back just a little bit. Just a little bit. And when we get that just a little bit, when we get that just a little bit back, so that's where our foot's at the furthest spot. That's not a bad position right there. I think you're a little bit better on the right-hand side. I think you're a little bit taller. Okay? As we're at our furthest point out, you can see how As we're going back, our weight just starts to come forward just a little bit. Our weight just starts to come forward a little bit. And then we get back knee and hands together. Whereas here, even though you get that little delay, it's better going into the ground and you're able to get that back knee in without our hands coming forward. So this will be easier to talk to you in person, but I wanted to show you that stuff. Sorry I got long-winded here. It's, it's complex what we're doing, That's why I love the fact that you guys are putting in all this time in the summer, because I've got time. That's what we want to keep replicating. That's what we want to keep replicating. So you get out to that little white mark there. That's what I want to keep replicating. Whereas here, you get out to that little white mark, and then we're back just a little bit, and we've dove in just a little bit. And that causes us to come together just a little bit and come up just a little bit through to extension. If we got to there, I think we'd be in better shape. And that would allow us to get a better there.